On today's episode of In Your Twenties, I took my guest out for a pedicure session, and while having our pedicure, we talked about a topic that she picked. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of In Your Twenties.
So I will shake it and I'll give you. Okay. Alright. But I beg. No, I did not. I did not.
Welcome to the fourth episode of In Your Twenties, and today we'll be
Yeah.
having a pedicure session while we talk about the topic she picked. So, to kickstart, you said you are, or you picked university life.
Yay.
So, how did you find yourself in UI?
How did I find myself in UI?
Can you speak up for me so I can hear you?
Okay, so at first, my first choice was not UI actually. My first choice and my first love was Unilag, but somehow,
You're part of the team of Unilag rejects that came to first and best.
somehow. Okay, I wrote my first jam and I got admission, no, but my work was terrible. My maths couldn't get me inside UI, so I had to rewrite jam. Nigerian universities are terrible. I had to write jam. I had to write my work.
Yeah.
So it was a whole process. I kept chasing that university thing for two years.
So, you were chasing Unilag for 2 years.
Then my father was like, "She won't feel like she no other school in this Nigeria that I can go to. Come on, go and change that thing and change it to UI." I was like, okay. With tears, I changed it to UI. So I was like, okay, but because I schooled in Oyo, so I was like, even when I schooled in Oyo, I was like, Oyo, like who goes to Oyo? That Ibadan Oyo was like, okay, I was not feeling the vibe. It was like I was more like a Lagos babe. So I was like, okay, let's try Ibadan. Then I stayed in Ibadan for a bit. So I realized that okay, Ibadan was actually chill. It was cheaper than Lagos. You can do things on like a budget. I was like, okay, let's try UI. Let's see how it goes. So I wrote post CME to UI. Long story short, I passed and I got UI.
So, you tried for 2 years to Unilag, you couldn't make it.
I could not make
And then you tried for the first time for UI, and then you made it.
Fate.
What was it your course that you applied for? They gave you?
Yeah, I actually applied. I wanted to do mass com, but I was seeing like it was a competition thing, like their cutoff was very high, so I had to settle for something lesser. So I picked because I picked was what I did.
So straight from So you entered for German,
Yeah.
and you did German.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I entered UI third time trying
Interesting.
for University of Ibadan.
Like you're trying University of
Yeah,
Ibadan.
third time lucky. And I always wanted to go to UI
Mm-hmm.
because my sister went to UI. She did the same course as me, linguistics.
Wow.
So, but the first two times were mass communication.
Oh,
So the third time,
I feel like every art student wanted to do mass com.
third time I decided to reduce my standards was when I scored, beyond every course. Like my post-UM score would enter law.
Any course, pick your choice.
I go for linguistics. So they were like, no, you get your linguistics. Okay, they first give me the number that when I entered, that I would switch. In my own level, I was taking CLA courses. I took about 15 units of CLA courses as
Wow.
because I wanted to switch.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to combine. I wanted to switch. You understand? But after my first year and I was on a 6.3,
Mm-hmm.
all the lecturers in linguistics were looking at themselves like, you will allow first class to go to CLA. They just
But
point
why
blank.
though? Why would they not allow somebody now just
The
wants
point
to?
blank. The point blank told me that I should dare that idea. I know they can watch this video. Dr. Demola, Dr. Bankale, like just dare that
Hmm.
idea. You are good in linguistics.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me all the regular story. Like you guys to work anywhere. You guys to do anything.
Everybody will say you can use your course to work
You
anywhere.
guys, you guys to work anywhere. All those lamba, yeah.
Mm.
And then Sha took my faith, Sha, and here we are. So
Wow.
what was like your first? Can you recall your first day in university?
My first day.
Mm.
Jesus.
What did okay?
Ah, I was one of the last people to come to class. I was one of the last set of people to come to class. So
Imagine.
like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I had like a first day per se, but if I was to say like my first day of,
Yeah.
if I was to say my first day of classes, I was when I entered my first class, I was confused because I mean it's German.
So you're wondering now,
I'm
give
like
me
kilo shell
mystery,
and
which
even
shall I
like
call it? Which
what's
Yoruba?
going on? And I've collected the notes. I was like, this is never helping. You know, like if you're doing like CLA or you're doing like
Yeah,
other courses that were in English, you could easily collect the note and copy.
yeah,
But I was like, ha, what did I get myself into? So it was a lot. Like it was hard blending in because number one, I was like all of like my classmates, they were like I felt like most of them were younger than me.
yeah.
So it was hard blending in for a bit, but with time, I think I adjusted. So yeah, my first day was shy. It was terrible because at first I was staying at my friend's place, so I was not in the hostel yet. So it took a while before I could settle in. But like my first
Yeah.
classes were not good. I mean, English self was struggling to understand, then German classes. Nah. So that was how it went. Sha.
My first day in UI was like I went. I think I remember it was February 14, 2016. Yeah, that was the first day of school.
Mm-hmm.
Either 14 or 15, shy, but it was Valentine's period.
And you even remember this still.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the day. So I literally went to my hostel because first things, if you remember, first things with UI back then was like all this clearance and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Zico to do like the processing, submit my files, get my hostel. And it was at that point that it dawned on me the kind of world I was going to be in.
Hmm.
Like Zico. The all of like, how do I put it? The all whereby everybody just gets busy with what they are doing and they don't really
Yeah.
send yourself. Because at that point, I had, what was it called? Ideally, you're supposed to have like a bed and like a bunk. There's supposed to be like bed space and
Mm-hmm.
everything. But because it's Zico, everybody don't move the thing. What I had was an empty space. There wasn't even a wardrobe. There wasn't even a wardrobe, yeah. Because they don't move with it supposed to there. So I had to learn the hard way by going to go and move from another place. So it I went to go and scout. I think I took from like a room in A block that had like bed and everything, but it wasn't occupied yet.
Okay.
And I turned it to my home.
Hmm.
Then
I feel like
everybody,
everyone in Zika had it rough. Everyone in Zika had it rough.
no, see, everybody in Zikola has been rough. Everybody in
Wild.
Zikola has been rough. Like Zikol in UI is for the people. Ideally, before UI used to like share hostels
Mm-hmm.
manually, so it wasn't like up until recently they started using like a algorithm with a computer to
Yeah.
just give
Give
everybody any
everybody
hall.
halls. I
Back in
think
the
it's now
days,
assessed that all those. Yeah.
there were the rumors that those who stayed in Zico were those that were either old enough, like too old to be in 100 level, like maybe like
No.
100 level you are
Maybe
23,
like people that were
24.
from Polytechnic that are doing their second
See
degree.
you get, or those that their face look too rough.
Oh man. They
Like
just look at you like, this one fit
this one,
easy.
yeah, what's it called? They put down for Zik. But like if your face was looking too calm like this, nah, no way.
I feel like I use that thing to judge every guy I saw in UI. Like, okay, if you are a soft boy, I feel like you're just a good person.
If I what?
If you look like a soft boy, you're a good person. Like if you
Put
had this
yourself.
rugged. The other day I kept arguing with somebody that no, yeah, how are you in Zik? You are looking like this.
Me, right?
No, like not you. Like there was somebody I met one
Oh,
time.
okay.
I was like, how are you in Zik? You're looking like this. He was like, I'm not so with you. Like wow.
Ah, so it's really funny how like Zeke changes you. She gets
Hmm.
even if you are very calm. The moment you enter into that hostel, you just become like a different person entirely because you have to learn fast. If not, they will just they will just cheat you and everything will get going.
Wow.
My first day in class, I entered the class. I can't remember the details very well, but I shall know that my own class was kind of like balanced. We had old people. I was probably the third oldest in my class,
Hmm.
so I had like two people that were older than me. That me who's now in the US, and I think Kasabatu was older than me. Then I had
Okay.
people that were younger than me slightly too, but. And then we had those that were very young, like 16, fresh out of secondary school.
Mm-hmm.
So I still remember that. Generally, on a level, I wasn't really close to my classmates on a level.
Hmm.
I wasn't distant, but I wasn't like close to them. It was
Yeah.
2, 3 that says like bond very well
Hmm.
and everything.
Likewise.
So yeah. It was like year 2, year 3 that we started to bond. So how would you say like overall from year 1 to year 4, what was your expectation before going into university and when you came out?
Okay, I'm like first things first, like generally everybody always like, oh, I'm going to get first class to my 100 level. Oh god. I actually thought I was going to like get first class at least or
Yeah.
close to first class in my 100 level. But like when we wrote the first exam, I just knew that nah,
Nah,
it's not possible.
take the way, Jesus.
Compossible. Like I just know, I was like, see, whatever. Anytime my mom say, first class near, I'll be like, whatever you see is what you get. Because at this point, so like that whole first class thing, 100 level, I was like, okay, I'll read my books. I'll set in timetable that when I come back. It's like I had this like routine thing. Okay, I'll go to church, come back, read. So at first, like it was going smooth, but almost because in 100 level I was combining with French and German.
Yeah, I
Then I had
remember.
to now, because I was doing better at French than German, because I did French before entering UI. So I had to stop because my French was, and my German was my major. So for in European studies, you have to pass, if you are combining, you have to pass your, at least have 60/60 in both,
Both,
but at
yeah.
least your major so my major was failing and my minor was when I was passing the most. So they were like, how can you be passing your minor and you're struggling with your major? I just could drop it. I cried. I was like, because we were just two then, I and one other, we were fair in my department. So I was like, wow, how am I going to do this thing? Because I saw how my fellow classmates used to struggle. They are taking from philosophy, they are taking from linguistics. I was like, which kind of laughing this one?
Because I think in your department, you guys have like shortage of courses, yeah,
Yeah, we don't have like
and you
so
need to
much
meet the
consider, so you have to
faculty
borrow
requirements.
from. They were borrowing from strange places, religious studies, borrowing from philosophy. I was like, So I had to now join that bandwagon in 200 level, and it was a lot. Like places I did not imagine, religious studies. I'm like, what concern me concern religious studies? Linguistics, I did. Okay, I did. Normally, I think there was one linguistics course that was compulsory for everybody in Faculty of Arts.
It
That
was
everybody
enough.
did.
It was
One,
that course is not compulsory. The last
it
course, right?
was required.
It's not required for
Are you
everybody.
serious? So
It's
they
not.
scammed us.
They scammed you. It's not
Jesus.
like scam. It's just like folklore, yeah. In the sense that Demola is a chilled guy. He hardly
Mm-hmm.
fails students. His teaching methods are very chilled and
Mm-hmm.
unconventional. So the word has spread around town that Demola's course is a 7 pointer, which is now like a 4 pointer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just why everybody now puts it that way that people, that's why you see people like Demola,
Mm-hmm.
Blavo, people make
Yeah.
their course sound like they are required, but they're not required.
Wow.
Shey, like CLA 101
Now
and the
I'm
CLC
hot
101 never required for anyone.
because
Lane, I think it's Lane 157. That's the course. It's never required for anyone. But it's the people in charge that has spread the good news of the course, and everybody wants to take it.
Wow.
She gets it was never ever required.
Look at me thinking that it
She
was a
gets
required course.
if it was required, why do people come for the 214 or something, which is being taught by Dr. Bankale?
Hmm. Oh my
You
god.
understand? If it was required in 100 level, I mean, it should be required in 200.
Scam.
But nobody ever comes for that one because you need to
Nah,
be a
I think
magician.
it was that one for one that was an eye opener for everyone.
Yeah,
Like I'm
one
not
for
coming back to
one. Yeah,
linguistics again.
you need to be a magician to understand Dr. Bankale.
Oh more.
She's good though, but like you need to be very, very smart
I
to
heard that
like get her.
like the people that borrowed because they were thinking that okay, since they could pass that lane, they thought they could do lane.
Really? Who? How was their return?
They say I'm not going back there again. I was like, wow.
You go to borrow. You go to borrow lead. You will go make you lead.
Hey, they ran away. Oh. All of us now went to rest. Everybody. Like we used to say, what course are you doing? Rest. It's very easy. Everybody will pack and go. Like that was how like taking courses was for me. Like once I
Yeah.
become somebody like surely our course rep would just come. Hey guys, there's this rest course that is very simple. Kinko. They used to 4 point it. I'm like, hey, yeah, now let's gotta go.
Follow the bad one, go.
Let's just carry ourselves and go. So there are high chances that if you are still in one particular course, most European study students are doing that course.
Yeah.
Most because we used to pack ourselves and go everywhere. So that was how like 100 level was. Then you see when we started entering 200, 300 level, we didn't do 300 level in UI. So my school interest started dropping small. I'm like, go see. Anyhow, we shall come out of school. I don't know how. Then I started losing interest. Then because some you work so hard for some courses and then what you expected will not come out. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Ma, what's the point, Jerry?" So I started delving in other things apart from school. I'm like, if school did not work, something else will work. I think I started a business at some point
Yeah, I
in
think you started a
school.
business back then.
Yes, I was studying
Spaghetti?
spaghetti.
Yeah.
I did makeup at first, but makeup was not like everybody was doing like
Yeah, I was always
every block was doing we say
yeah.
makeup artist. So I was like, nah. So I now went into like food business.
Yeah, I was
Spaghetti.
always
That time spaghetti was not that common then, but now
and it was cheap.
everybody is selling spaghetti in
And it
UI.
was so cheap. And spaghetti was like 250, 300 a bag.
Yeah,
When
like,
Nigeria was good.
I picture people that are selling food right now.
I know.
They're like,
Me, I was always like a business guy on campus. From like day one. When I entered 100 level, I was taking pictures for SU aspirants.
wow,
Like
mad.
just year one.
From 100 level.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Because I had like this aggressive marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to class with my camera. After classes, I'll go to Quadrangle and I'll just take pictures of people. Yeah, I like your face. Let me take a picture. So the word got around quickly that there's this new kid on the block.
Mm-hmm.
She gets, and because you're the new kid on the block, your prices are still low.
Yeah.
So I used to charge like 7K for shoe, then
7K as at
2060,
then. Mad.
7K, 9K, you know. But my final year, I was charging US students like 25K shoes. And I had like select people.
Wow.
I had like select people.
Interesting.
I was working. I shot like a professor in vet,
Wow.
Bevi, Wade2G. I shot doctors, lecturers. Those were the
You
people I
are
was
making
choosing
money
my
now.
It's God. It's not me. That's why I went to school to do business. That's why when I came out, I didn't go for convocation. I didn't go for
Imagine.
NYSC. I don't know where my certificate is. I did my clearance, so I completed it. I've not completed certificate. I don't know anything. I know that the day I finally go, my certificate doors go down.
Cobwebs.
Stand like this.
Where do you bring it out from?
Yeah, that's Jojo.
They will be asking that you're just coming. Welcome.
I see. I know the funniest
Alright.
thing. Every session that gets over it, they're adding 1,000.
Yeah. No,
So,
I heard that.
Certificate was 7.5 when I left school. So now I should get myself ready for like 12.5.
Just
Come
have
on.
money. If you're
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
certificates,
That's
just
apart
have
from
money.
all the people that will bid me for the fact that I'm just bringing
Yeah, like
myself to
that's
get it
kilowatt.
now.
Like what's for the boys instead to those
As in,
God.
what's for the boys?
Universities in Nigeria is a scam, you guys. It's scam. And my mom was saying, I mean, I've not even graduated. You're asking me to bring something for graduation. That oh, if I need come, mommy and me go to graduate. Everybody will bill you from the security to I'm like, why? Why?
As in, as
Oh
in.
God, it's crazy.
So like, what you're doing now, or let me just put it this way, because you're still doing your NYSC, so it's not like
Hmm.
4 5 years post school for you now.
Yeah.
But like, do you plan to like work with German? I think your course is more profitable than mine. So you get.
Yeah, sort of.
I have a friend. She finished from my department, Anita Nwalo.
Okay.
She's in Dublin right now,
No,
and she teaches French
no.
over there,
Mhm.
like a side hustle. She gets and she makes her money compared to like what's it called? Compared to like people that how do I put it? Finishing like courses like mine,
Mhm.
where they don't really have. Who am I going to go and be teaching phonology or phonetics or telling them the reason why they're having R factor and all those kind? You
Mhm.
understand? But like with German, even though in Nigeria I don't think German has like a strong
Yeah.
appeal compared to
Mhm.
like
Doesn't.
French. But if you explore for opportunities on a global scale,
Yeah.
there's still more opportunities for you guys compared to like every other person in the faculty of arts. So
Yeah.
you get
Actually.
everyone can do mass com.
Mhm.
That's the fact. Everyone can
Yeah.
do mass com, and you don't need to read mass com to do mass com. You just need
Yeah.
experience.
Mhm.
When you can prove yourself that oh yes you are good in whatever section, whether behind or or in front of the camera,
Mhm.
you're a mass communicator.
Yeah.
Simple as ABC. So what do you plan to do with like post university life?
Post university. I mean, like deep down, I've always been a creative, so I didn't necessarily want to use German to work. I feel like choosing German was more like okay, I had the flair for languages. I learned French. I was really good at French secondary school. I mean, I was one of like top three in French. So I was like, okay, it was more like a flair, not like okay, I wanted to use it to work per se. But like there's this flex and you say, everybody will be like, you're studying German.
Yeah.
Yeah, speak German. Abi, oh, you work in the embassy. I'm like, okay. That's not the plan, but like deep down, I'm looking to explore like the creative part. I mean, I can always go to Germany and then do something else.
Yeah.
Like somebody said one time, it was like studying foreign languages is like okay because a random person can always come out of university with maybe whatever course they maybe medicine and come and learn German for like 9 months
Yeah.
and they can use it to travel. So it's more like there's a switch in roles.
Yeah.
So like I did German and then I'll go and do one of the courses that maybe like digital marketing or
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah.
So that's more like what it is now. So I'm looking for other things that I can explore, more like the creative. Like now I'm into like media comms and all of that. So I'm looking at exploring that side. Then maybe if the chance comes, most likely go to Germany and then I can speak the language and then I
Yeah.
will not have to be paying people to learn or something. So I can speak the language and it's way easier like that. And if I'm even out of the country, I can always teach German because I mean I have
Yeah.
record
You
of
have a certificate
studying
and
German. So
everything.
yeah.
You did like those language exams and all too now.
I have not done it yet, but if I decide to do it today now, yeah, I
Yeah.
can always write it.
Did you guys go on your own field trip to like Germany too?
Yeah, there was a time that we went to Germany. Yeah, sometime last year, in between the session.
Yeah.
So was not everybody. It was like selected people that went. So yeah, it was different. It was a different flex. I mean, like
Yeah.
who knows live this country and you know like enjoy not how you live this country and you know enjoy life.
So
Like
how was
it's
it
the
like?
world there
How
is
was it like the day your
the
language
world there is
exchange?
different. Like I did not believe it was true until I found myself in I did not believe it was true because okay, the thing was that the first time I was supposed to go, because I mean as a language student, you're in your 300 level, you can decide to travel. If you have the
Yeah.
money, you can sponsor and then go. So I spoke about it to my parents, and then they're like, okay, let's see how it goes. Like, just get the details. So we've been processing it for like since 2019, 2020. So we processed it. We've already done all the process up to like visa, and
Yeah.
then when it was time to collect the visa, they denied me the visa because I mean I was the only one in my class that was going. So I think it was looking like there's some
Yeah, it was looking
it was
like he
looking like
wanted
I'll
to
go and
illegal
not come
japa.
back, or I'll go and I'll run away. I was like, people
Yeah.
give me face. Try me. Just give me. I cried after that day because I was like, I've been planning trips, man. I was like, from Germany, I went to France. I
And
was
was it
planning trips to my
was
head,
it a
but
Schengen visa?
yeah, it was Schengen.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was already planning trips and it was winter. I was like, I mean, so please, I'm not and they shanked me. It was sad, but like there was God has a way of doing things. So I got an opportunity to go again, and then we
Yeah.
went. It was really nice. Like it was surreal. Like that was like my first time on an airplane. Like I've not traveled like interstates with airplane before, so it was cool. Like I did not believe like is it me? It was shocking. From the first day till like we got there, it was like a long journey because I mean it was like connecting flights. It was really long. But when we entered, the air was different. You could tell that Mama, I know they Nigeria. Even when I posted a picture, somebody was like, "This baby, I know in Nigeria, say." I was like, does the picture? No, you
There's
just know.
there's the glow. The
You
sun
just
is
know
different.
that this person is not in
The sun is
Nigeria.
kind of like
Sun
different.
is different.
Ordinary Kenya there, yeah. Ordinary
Mm-hmm.
Kenya there. If you snap picture when you
As
drop for
in
Kenya, you go be like say you
this
fresh, but
Nigeria, our breathing bad. Our sun is not good. Nah. But like the flex was really good. I mean, like trying out different food. But more, it was a struggle because they chop pepper. Yoruba girl in me was craving pepper a lot. I was like, lata me by ni amala abi something. So we had to eat like what this at first my first food I first ate was not even vegetarian food. I'm like, why? What kind of punishment is this? The first food I ate was vegetarian. I was like, see when we got like the ordering of food rights and also
yeah,
fries because there was nothing like I mean you want to be careful when you're eating something you have not eaten before. So
yeah,
you have to be careful. It's me that they used to follow when everybody wanted to eat something because apparently I had like eye for food. So it's like, Tumishi, what did you pick? What did you pick? I'm like, things are very cheap. Like you can eat with less than 10 euros. 10 euros and you eat like starter, appetizer, everything complete.
10 euros. That's like 20K plus. That's
No,
like
let's not calculate in naira.
yeah,
It's
but
not
like even right now it's still like
but
25K
like if
each.
you're looking at it, it's more like even with like how will I put it now? Because like looking at it in a way like okay, that's like the most basic thing there for
Yeah,
them. Like food is very basic. I mean, with 10 euros you buy plenty things, and like with 20k now in Nigeria, how many things will you buy?
oh yeah,
How many things do you buy?
oh yeah,
So, and the probably thing that was killing people when we traveled was that they were always calculating the naira. If they wanted to buy something like, hello,
yeah.
in naira, I'm like, people should calm down. Because if you keep up like this, you will not buy anything.
As in,
At first, when we got there, they didn't give us our money because were entitled to daily allowance. They didn't give us our money because they were like, it was later we now got to find out that said if we give us the money, some people will not eat. They'll be like, they'll be saving the money in that
take it back home.
Timalosi, I'll take it home or something. It was wild. Oh, mommy, I did not send though. As in, I was buying things that I did not believe I could buy in Nigeria. I was buying them. And I was like, this one, I'll take this one home. I'll carry this one. I was just buying. In Nigeria, me, I was just buying. I was like, you can eat cheap go. I was not thinking about, okay, 9 euros to Naira. I carried how much? I carried like everything in total was like 400 euros because they gave us like 150 or
Yeah.
100 euros, and then my parents gave me 200 euros. So all in all, I came back with change. I came
Wow.
back with like 100 euros. Like I was flexing when I came back. I was in babe. I was always ordering. When I came back, I was still ordering food. I was still in that mood. Like I came
Yesterday, like
back
the
with, I was
bougie.
like that
You're in the
bougie.
belly. You're in the belly mood.
Like I cannot be sorry. I comes to life to suffer. And luckily for us, when we came back was when Tinubu entered. Was his first yeah, first, I think it was first day in office that they now increased fuel. I was like, ha, I've come back. I remember the following day when I came back, I was supposed to have an exam. I came back to exam because you had started exam
Yeah.
before we came. So I came back to exam, and then when we came back, I realized that they have changed fares. I'm like, from when to when? People have increased keke. I was even arguing with the keke man that it's 15 naira center it's Joe. I was like, are you not staying in this UI?
Were you that
I
long?
didn't
Were
know
you
what
that
to,
far?
I didn't
Did,
know what to say.
did you go
I'm
that
just
far
coming. I
away?
just came back. I just came
The people increasing for you came back with euros.
Oh, God.
Because I've
Well,
been
somebody
pricing
else,
keke
and
50
now like
naira.
I'm because I had not changed my money, so I didn't have much like naira. So it
Yeah.
was somebody in the keke that paid my money because I was arguing with them and saying it's 15 naira. How will you call it 100 naira? What's cheating somebody me? Because I was like, do I have the aura of somebody that just came?
You wanted to go and custodian union president to shake everywhere.
The man was like, it's 100 naira. Shit, and you saying no, you were in. I was like, sorry, no vex, boss. Now 15 naira I get. So it was somebody that eventually paid remaining 15 naira. I was like, thank you, because me, I was willing to die in this place on that 15 naira. But it was good. Like the whole experience, it was nice.